It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. She off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. This one not the off in mind. Oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Can in the touchlight every corner. Oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo.
Good evening to you, good afternoon to you, good morning to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun Live. Thank you so much for joining me.
Glory Facebook, glory YouTube.
We must continue. The fact that every one of them is talking about and scared of the breakup of Nigeria after so much effort, so much bloodbath, so much killings, so much destruction, so much poverty for 60 years of failed leadership. They are talking about separation more than ever. If never, I have been around for 37 years, right? Which means I'm old enough to tell you things that at least many people of my peer can testify to. I have never seen a moment like this since I was growing up. Never. That Nigeria got so divided that even those who are pretending to be the gatekeepers of Nigeria, they have started talking about the breakup. Some are begging for unity. Others are telling us that it will be too expensive to live apart. Yoruba Nation now. Biafra Republic now. Southern Solidarity now. Revolution now. All of these are the pressure and the messages from the generation that will not take mediocrity for an answer. Come on. They might have thought that they've conquered people so much so well that they did to our parents and they are doing to us, and they plan to do to our own children, generation from generation to generation, telling you Nigeria cannot break, but the poverty is cheaper being shared together. We say no.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá ayé ẹ̀sùn lájú aṣòfin tí ń rúfin òwò ayé ẹ̀sùn lájú òkúra olóṣèlú ayé ẹ̀sùn lájú ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì ayé ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Thank you. I am a Yoruba man, and in Yoruba land, they said you should never disrespect elders. And true to it, we are not expected to disrespect any elder. We will not disrespect elders. But in the same Yoruba land, they said, by our own elders, so they said, there are foolish people, greedy people, selfish people, self-centered people also grow old. They also grow old. And that they grow old, even if they're as old as a calendar, trust me, they deserve no respect. That is the Yoruba way. Before this old Jagudu Jera Diweris parading themselves as Yoruba elders, Yoruba leaders, we are nationalists, one Liejiriya, why they watch their people die in abject poverty, now in wanton killings. They never end it. Since foolish people also grow old, they also get old. Stupid people don't really, they don't die young. And because you grow old, you will now say because you are older and the rest of that. So in Yoruba land, they said you should never respect people who have, there's something called Agbalagba, tó bá ti so àgbàdo mọ́dì báyìí, ó ti di aláwàdà adìyẹ. That simply means an elder that tie a corn or maize, behind his back will become the joker for the chicken. Yoruba says, if you see a thief, even if that thief is old man or old woman, and she dressed elegantly, right? Wearing this gold loin, gold chain, driving gold Rolls Royce, living in a gold mansion, and the rest of that, if he or she is a thief, please do not say honorable or His Excellency thief. No, just say you are a thief. Because you know what? In Yoruba land, from where I come from where most of you, your own culture, even if you are not from Yoruba land, says you should never respect a thief. I am saying all of this because of what I'm about to do tonight. Just for some of you to know that if we all lose our home training tonight because of failed people who continue to parade themselves as the spokesperson for millions of people, trapped in a contraption that they put together, sustained to this level, and they're telling us that it's non-negotiable. It will not be a bad thing to lose our home training tonight, but we will do it with a very, very coordinated coordination. Usually, this kind of topic is what I deal with on a Sunday sermon, where I hold where I have no oath bar. At first, those who were living in denial of the calamity they have brought upon the people and why they did it, they've come out to say they realized that bringing Buhari to government. Before in 2007, they interviewed Thiefnubu, the Jaga bandit, the Jaga idiot, the Jaga weary of Bodilon, and the new allocation of London, the new man, the new mannequin in London that people are buying tickets from Nigeria to come and see, take pictures with, like somebody inside the museum, allocation of London. They interviewed him in 2007. They said, Thiefnubu, what do you think about this guy, Buhari? He said, listen, Buhari is a very divisive personality. If Buhari should by any chance get access to power, it will break up Nigeria. That's what he said. He said he is a religious fanatic, somebody who believes so much in his own tribe, religion only, and such person who had led Nigeria before, and still having that kind of myopic view, ethnic and religious view. They asked Thiefnubu, and he said Buhari would divide Nigeria if he should become the president. They asked Dele Momodu, who happened to be the exile pal with Thiefnubu in 1993, 1994, 1995, when they ran away from Abacha. What do you think about Buhari? Dele Momodu said Nigerians should never make any mistake of bringing a Buhari to government. Abracadabra, abracadabra, the grid set in. They asked Obasanjo. Obasanjo said he knew Buhari very well, that he is a complete criminal, that his own criminality will completely destroy Nigeria, that they should never allow him to get to power. But something brought all of them together in 2015. Selfishness, greed. The same Liejiriya they have been packaging for years, lying to people to believe, to continue to say, I pledge to Liejiriya, my country. I pledge to Liejiriya, my country. And as Nigeria continued to kill them, they continue to pledge to Liejiriya. They couldn't hold it any further. They had to bring in that jihadist. And they brought Abacha People's Congress to power, also known as Al-Qaeda People's Congress, or all past criminals. Atiku, who became enemy of Obasanjo, they became friends because of the Buhari. Obasanjo, who did all to destroy the democracy up to this level, because I'm going to tell you about that. He became a friend with Buhari, like magic. Thiefnubu, he became the partner to Buhari. Like say then, like it's pretty much like they just took over their mind or whatever. But it wasn't like they took anybody's mind. It was their greed. Let me tell you why they became friends with somebody that has now brought Nigeria to the complete destruction, precipice of total breakup. That they don't even have a clue of how to get rid of him anymore. And the janjaweed of a set of people is planted everywhere. They don't have a clue. But the only message they have is that, no. Anybody trying to break Nigeria will fail. These guys have broken Nigeria into pieces. They just haven't made it official. That's the only thing. What brought all of them together? 2015. In 2005, from the record, they said in 1995 was the last time that they signed oil blocks in Nigeria. Allocate them the way then they allocate them. It's always been the military. So for the first time, Obasanjo had the opportunity. In 2005, he reallocated all the oil block to his own cronies, and he gave the rest to those who always owned the oil and the rest. And it was fine. Good deal. He had the opportunity to put Liejiriya on the path to democracy. But just like the same way he failed in 1979, that he brought Shagari grade 2 teacher, somebody who just wanted to be a school teacher in order to spite Awolowo. They parley with them. Same thing he did in 2007. But before 2007, in 2005, he convened a bogus, fraudulent national conference so that people can come and discuss how they want to be part of that Liejiriya. Obasanjo smuggled his third-term agenda in. Since it didn't work, and it failed, after bribing each senator with 50 million naira, back then, he was the first person to introduce public bribery with money. He was the first person, just because he wanted to extend his own tenure, third term. Since his third term failed, the Sovereign National Conference of 2005 also failed. No report, no nothing. Then Obasanjo staged his revenge. Capable people within his own political party, ministers that work with him to help clear debt, the debt of Nigeria, those who were trying to rework the economy for him, he didn't find any of them worthy. But a sickly, terminally ill Yaradua, just to stage his own revenge. Yaradua fell and he almost died during campaign when Obasanjo was there. And from the report, they said, well, his plan was that if the election was about 2-3 weeks to election, and one of the major candidates die, that simply means they have to postpone the election for 6 months until when they finish the process and they can arrange another date. That will make him stay longer than 2007. But since Yaradua didn't die, he dumped the country on him. He wanted to be the one in charge. It didn't take long before that Yaradua he brought started on doing everything he thought he was doing, including the power station he was building. Yaradua used all of his 3 years in power before he died, probing Obasanjo power plant, station that he was building then. At the end of the day, no power, no money. Yaradua died. Jonathan came in. And they said now every 10 years they always renew the oil block licenses. 2011, the Obasanjo went and he spoke to Jonathan. If you want to run, they told him not to run. If you want to run, Sule Lamido will be your deputy, will be your vice president, because the other person that Obasanjo finally felt like could do his job for him, since Yaradua couldn't, is Sule Lamido. According to him, Sule Lamido is the nationalist, former Jigawa state thief, who is under probe by the EFCC. He went to Jonathan and he said, you shouldn't run. But if you are going to run, Sule Lamido is going to deputize you. And you are just going to run for a single term. Whether not true, whether not no be true, they say Jonathan said, number one, he won't accept any Sule Lamido. He would rather choose his own deputy, which made him choose Ismaila or Samaila Sambo. But that was the first time Obasanjo felt like, Meanwhile, those hawks, the terrorists who have now taken over power, they were waiting like, they just want something to happen so that the power will slip into their hand. And that was when Jonathan defeated Buhari with the help of Thiefnubu, just like the Pali. So 2015, it was the time for them to renew most of the oil licenses. No joke, and it is not a conspiracy theory. And from what people were hearing, they said Jonathan was planning. He was planning to revoke all of the licenses in the hands of all this northern oligarch. Since he won't be contesting election again, he was going to do so much that it was going to be like this Buhari to these Janjaweed criminals in the north. According to them, everywhere was already Niger Deltans. They are everywhere. Everywhere you go, they are waiting. This is our city. Abuja is our place. What do they mean by being, Obasanjo don't lose out. He couldn't force Jonathan not to run in 2015. Atiku couldn't have a chance of running against Egberejo Lantern. See how these fraudulent criminals, former enemies who pretended to be enemies, yeah, how they all found one common enemy to defeat, so that their different personal agendas, strange bedfellows, became friends because of different reasons. Buhari and his gang wanted power so that they can secure the wealth that the northern Nigeria has been holding on to, that make them to say Nigeria is indivisible. And at the same time, to promote further ethnic suppressive agenda, which they have now been promoting. Thiefnubu and gang, those ones saw the opportunity of, oh boy, easy to be president too. See this one, Joe Lantern, we just pay me $2 billion. Just like that. For just telling him that we'll let them rig him out, we'll let everybody let his vote count in the southwest. And just like that, the guy, even when I met with him, this guy no even look like president. And I think that's one of the things that many of them had about him. They've met with him. They met with Jonathan. They felt like he doesn't have that kind of, presence that will intimidate you, that will make you feel like, oh boy, see the president. That he looks so ordinary. There are people like Thiefnubu and gang who have been reading a lot about him, who have been imagining things about him. They met with him, they listened to him, and they're like, look at this one. Mr. President, no problem. We'll make a deal with you. No problem. Is it not 2011? We'll work with you. They say, what do you want me to do? We just want you to make sure that all the ACN states will not get problem for governor and all our seats. Is that okay? Of course, no problem. As long as you vote for you vote for president. No, we'll deliver. How much will we collect? Bam, they paid Thiefnubu. He got back to Lagos and it was like, oh boy, it could be easy to be president of this country, Sha. Hey? From that moment, it felt like it's easy to be president. Why can't we just find one mumu with a poor crowd, and we merge our own idea from the West? Use all the international whatever we can use. This one we did that also rock no get liver. And once we get one mumu, I feel be vice president now. Why not? If the power, we just tell them that, listen, Yaradua did not finish his tenure. Let's bring somebody else in to come in and complete Yaradua tenure so that, a Yoruba man can be vice president. Jonathan has cheated everybody. Meanwhile, it was just because of his own selfishness. Like, that's so easy. Obasanjo just spent 8 years. Thiefnubu no enter Aso Rock. I don't think he entered Aso Rock up to 3 times. So the guy just enter Aso Rock like say, oh boy, now so easy. So they decided to go and dine with the devil. Buhari, the man, they asked him in 2007 that what did they think about him? And he said, this man is a divisive personality. This man will destroy Nigeria and he will divide Nigeria along ethnic and religious line. He is a fanatic. That's why he said, he decided to go and dine with him and become his friend and the friend of the devil. It's okay. It's very easy. Let us put together and start a new party. A big party. And we have to do it with big propaganda. Okay? I mean, we are very good in they brought in Fayemi, brought in everybody. They said, but what about Obasanjo? That Obasanjo, we are not sure if he's going to support us. They say, Obasanjo no get choice. He no even get anybody where they support him. Now the media, they give him attention. So let's give him attention. If you can go there, you, Buhari, you, Atiku, let's go to his house. Let's make him feel relevant, important. And tell him that he can keep all he has about Nigeria, everything. Okay? All the land, all the farms, he can keep everything. We will not probe him. We will not probe the money spent on power. We will not do anything. He can, if you say that to him, he will feel important. He will abandon that boy in Aso Rock with Jonathan. That's how they sold to Obasanjo. You know what? Immediately Obasanjo bought into it. Some of you may have forgotten, but I don't think you should. Okay? 2015, where Obasanjo called people and he said, Mo will celebrate the end of PDP, because now you can go to APC, Abacha People's Congress, Al-Qaeda People's Congress, all past criminals, they just fuse together. Meanwhile, Atiku, that one wanted to use the same platform because according to that one felt like nobody to buy delegates. We go pay them how much they won't collect. People go just be disappointed, say we use Buhari to start a political party. And Atiku won the ticket. So Atiku gambled. Last, when they got to Abeokuta, oh boy, see the mood. That was 6 years ago. But you see, that joy didn't last. It didn't take Obasanjo 1 year after they succeeded and everything was like fine. It didn't take 1 year. Okay. It didn't take Obasanjo 2 months to realize, say, oh boy, this thing now one chance. Hey! Atiku on his own, after giving Buhari 2 private jets to be flying him about, you see those pictures you see online, where Buhari was opening his feet, laughing in private jets. Those were Atiku jets. Atiku na former custom officer. Custom officer is a billionaire. They say a businessman. I say, well, that's fine. Not until when they sold all the properties of the federal government of Nigeria to him and his friends under the Bureau of Public Enterprises or so in Abuja. That's how he became a billionaire. That's a story for another day. He had this tax collecting agency at Apapa. I can't remember. Intel. They call them Intel. He collaborated with other, I don't know, maybe them be Lebanese or what have you, collecting revenue at Apapa in billions. They don't remit anything to Nigeria. Collect them, go and deposit them inside the big man account. Buhari came. When Buhari got to power, he started going after these guys who thought they have brought in a repentant dictator, a reformed Democrat. Okay? So he started grabbing them, including Obasanjo himself. It didn't take long when Obasanjo decided to write a letter. You know the letter, Abi? They mocked him. They said he became a letter writer. The shame no end there, right? But they said you can't shame the shameless. Buhari went after every one of them who gathered to help him realize his lifelong dream, which is his dream. You are all living the dream now. Yeah? Nigeria is more divided now. Nigeria is poorer now. Nigeria is in more debt now. Nigeria is more insecure now. Even when you have, when you are having, what do you call it? The war in Syria, where they were killing people, that time. Oh boy, they know they kill like 50, 80 people a day. For Syria. In Nigeria, they kill over 100 people a day. They kidnap people like it's nothing. That is the calamity they brought. Somebody held Obasanjo neck recently. I don't know if you remember this.
None of that happened.
No.
When you left office, Nigeria was as reliant on oil as it had been before you started.
Now, Stephen, what you have read is correct, but what have been the result, you have not read. What was the result? When we came in, and we give you a few examples, cocoa production in Nigeria was 150,000 metric tons. By the time I left, it was 400,000 metric tons.
You know what?
Yeah,
you can quibble about the figures, but basically 90% of Nigeria's foreign revenues and 2/3 of its entire national revenues came from the oil industry after you left office, just as they did pretty much before you came to office. Structural reform is difficult in Africa, and you didn't achieve it in Nigeria. Look at your record on energy production. Look at your record on infrastructure, roads built, railways delivered. You did not do what you are now insisting Africa's many nation states have to do.
Now, Stephen, have you finished? Now, let me now tell you that you are wrong. I started a railway program. I even started the building. Those who took over from me, a railway program, a 25-year railway program to connect Nigeria. And that plan is what they are following today. But those who took over from me decided that they will not go on with it. And you see, if you build a bridge and somebody comes in and removes the bridge, it's not that you haven't built the bridge, it's that somebody has come and removed the bridge. And you talk about power. When I came into government in 1999, the price of oil hovered around $8 and $9 per barrel. By the time it got to $22 per barrel, we started going into power production, something we started 7. What will have taken us?
You have a great capacity for putting a very rosy tint on your record, but it's not me accusing you. If I may, Mr. President, it's not me accusing you of failing in your tenure, and I'm only judging you this way because you make so many claims to be a crusader for better governance, clean governance.
Because I did it. And you are not recurring, you are not dealing with what was done. You are dealing with what was there.
I'm dealing with the way Nigeria perceives you today.
No,
when you say, hang on, when you say it is necessary for Africa's governments to clean up their act today because corruption is corrosive at a time when population is rising so fast, be mindful of what the National Assembly said in November of last year when you lectured them about corruption.
They say?
Do you want me to read it?
Read what they say.
Lest we forget, they said, the person who introduced corruption to this National Assembly is Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. He birthed the Fourth Republic National Assembly with corrupt practices from day one of his administration.
Stephen, what they say, is it right or they are talking rubbish? Listen to me. When I took over, the first thing that the National Assembly sent to me, and they sent who was my national security advisor, is that whenever I'm sending a bill to them, I should send it with money. And I said no. If I send a bill to them and they don't pass it, I will still run the affairs of Nigeria.
Says, have you forgotten the sacks of money that were displayed on the floor of the House of Representatives?
Where did it come from?
Being used for bribes.
Where did it come from?
Well, you tell me.
Now you should ask the man who brought it on the table.
He says you, and I'm quoting him directly, now the grandfather of corruption in Nigeria.
I never gave anybody a dime. Never.
Why is it that so many Nigerians do not believe you?
Now, many Nigerians believe me. I wrote the EFCC investigated,
the anti-corruption watchdog, yes,
investigated me thoroughly and came out with a report that completely absolved me of corruption. Completely.
The grandfather of corruption. The words of the National Assembly. Because I know, you know why?
Yeah.
Because they're fed up with you lecturing them.
No.
You claim they are corrupt today.
I will keep on lecturing them.
Don't lecture us, Baba. If you see my video, Baba Obasanjo, you are 84 years old. 84 years old. Nigeria is 62 years old. I mean, how old is Nigeria itself? 61 years old, right? Obasanjo is older than Nigeria. Don't lecture us anymore. 21 years of democracy. Human rights is in the gutters. Human rights, human life is actually in the graves. That's the result of their 21 years of democracy. Failed leadership. So we don't need a lecture from somebody like that, Obasanjo. We just want him to use the rest of his life to correct the wrongs he's done. Because you see, for every action, there is always going to be consequences of every action you do. Consequence and consequences. These old men, they had the opportunity. Let me tell you this. The reason why you shouldn't be listening to them, especially when they tell you that Nigeria unity is non-negotiable. And Aboki from Fulani Futajalon will tell you that Nigeria unity is non-negotiable. When you ask him, expatiate, explain, what do you mean by it's non-negotiable? What is that unity? Can you explain? They don't have any explanation because that's what they were told by their own grandfathers. Non-negotiable, non-negotiable, non-negotiable. They have no idea what that means. They don't even have an idea of the unity. But you see those southern criminals, old, tired criminals, those ones will be telling you that we are better together. We are better together. Or Obasanjo just told us now that it will be too expensive for us to break up. That it is cheaper for us to stay together. And we ask, at what cost? Is it cheaper or expensive? Can he tell us? They won't be able to tell us, but I'll tell you. These are the men and women who are shameless people, especially when it comes to leadership and failure. You can never claim to be a good leader without having a good successor. Obasanjo is an old man that used his old youth, believing that he loved Nigeria more than anybody else. And it is his job, duty, to keep Nigeria one and continue to propagate the message of Nigeria must be one. Explain it, sir. No explanation. So at what expense? How much is cheap and how much is expensive to break up Nigeria or to keep Nigeria? Obasanjo cannot tell you, but I will tell you. It is cheap for them to exist, living free, rent-free, as your leaders. From day one when they took over power since 1966, they have been living free. Their children, their family, everything they have has been because of them being your leader. Many of them, not because they got paid for being your leader at any capacity, but because they took what they felt like was theirs or they could take. If Nigeria break up, Operation Feed the Nation, Operation Feed the Nation, OFN, Obasanjo's flagship or what do you call it? Star point agenda for 3 years that he succeeded Muritala when they killed Muritala. Operation Feed the Nation. Something that is similar to Awolowo's agricultural revolution of Southwest or of Western region at the time, where the action group led by Chief Obafemi Awolowo established many farm settlements across the western region of old. Something that pretty much can be described as the western region national agricultural policy. But the difference is this: Obasanjo's Operation Feed the Nation was just his own way for land grabbing all over Nigeria. And for him to do it, he decided to enact a decree called Land Use Decree or Land Use Decree or something. That gave him the right as the president of Liejiriya then to grab the land for the sake of national whatever, as they always love to say. Immediately, Obasanjo left and handed over power to Shagari. Almost everywhere they had OFN, Operation Feed the Nation, land everywhere suddenly just changed to Obasanjo Farms Nigeria, OFN, Obasanjo Farms Nigeria. If you go to Benue, he has thousands of acres of land there. If you go anywhere, and the same thing to all of them. Buhari never lived in Port Harcourt. He has thousands of acres of land there that they are holding for him. Many of them like that, because that's how they shared Nigeria for themselves. Operation Feed the Nation. Hey, Obasanjo, feed the nation. Obasanjo, feed the nation. That our parents, when they were young, the lie they bought. Immediately left, they changed it to Obasanjo Farm Nigeria, OFN. So if Nigeria break up today, Benue people will have access to their land. Obasanjo is holding there. Middle Belt people, everywhere that they have their land outside Yoruba land, he will either go back there and pay to buy them. And he won't even need them because he's 84 years old. What is he going to do with the land? The people can take their land back. Same thing, all the lands owned by Babangida everywhere, all over Nigeria. That is the asset they always feel like they own. That's why they say they own Nigeria. The oil in Jigawa, the oil in Bayelsa belongs to Jigawa. The oil in Port Harcourt, it belongs to Jigawa. Why wouldn't they be saying that? When you don't know that all those land, as you have them, you think land of crude oil, now federal government land. When you look at the paper, you see the names of the owners, just like Obasanjo and co. Meanwhile, many of them and their children, they will never visit those places. But royalties from there, that's what makes them rich. So if you break Nigeria, all those things will go. You will just suddenly realize that people no longer come to those places anymore. And most of you, when you get there, you'll be like, oh boy, I think say now this place now. Well, you know what I mean? Fraudulent, dodgy people. That's what they have done. So what Obasanjo should be doing for us right now? We know he has the connection all over West Africa. Go to Benin Republic and tell them to release Oloye Sunday Igboho in the next few days. Yorubas will, at least most of us will actually say, Baba, Obasanjo did something for the Yoruba people, something, that we will never forget. What can you say he did as a Yoruba man or Yoruba woman? Apart from those who became richer for being his friends when he was president, what can you say as a Yoruba man? That we have better electricity, we have better roads, we have better hospitals, or we have better schools, or we do have the better, security, because we are people of the former president of Nigeria. So if that person now come and said it is too expensive for us to break up, because it will be too expensive for him, it's going to lose a lot. See, if Nigeria break up today, most of the rich men that you are seeing parading themselves as rich, is that man a billionaire, that one a this and that. You will realize one thing, 90% of what makes them feel like they are billionaire, they are properties of you, my property, from different parts of the country that they own anonymously. And as long as Nigeria exists, those things belong to them. Some of you will find out so many things. By the time you continue to push or you finally get to break out of Nigeria, they are telling you that you shouldn't break, we shouldn't do this. Sanusi came and he said, I would love to have a chat with the secessionist. There is nothing like secessionist. Stop calling people who wants to have their own country secessionist. The hell are you to call them secessionist? Secessionist. They're not moving somewhere else. They said we don't want to be part of this anymore. Self-determination, for self-rule, to have their own country. To hell with your secessionist nonsense. They want Biafra. Let them have a referendum. We want Yoruba nation. Let us have a referendum. That is it. Nothing like secession. What do you want to talk to us about? Like, what would they talk to us about? That they are ready to, they will agree that every region should control their resources. Every region should should rule themselves. Those who want Sharia should have Sharia without anybody poke-nosing into that. Those who want any other things they want to rule themselves with, let them have whatever they want to rule themselves with. Would they want to do that? Or they're just going to tell you, like as the usual, the unity beggars, let us just come together. Let us just stay together. Why they continue to kill us? Who does that? So if Obasanjo want to do anything right now, it will come clean. Just like many people are already coming clean. Those who have the information that can no longer hold it because they know that it's going to get worse. You don't then try and pretend to still be a nationalist when your house is being burnt down by the people who don't give a damn about anything nationalism or what have you. Or what is nationalism about Buhari? What is nationalism about those in charge of Liejiriya now? They are currently bombarding Olu as you are watching this video. This afternoon, they moved their military again to Olu. Waiting. Opus Odinjo, the hopelessness of Odinjo. Using the same biased, ethnicized, Fulanized government of Nigeria. How? Do you then go to tomorrow? You go there tomorrow and you'll be preaching to the people of Olu about one Nigeria. Is that not what they did to them in between 1967 and 1970? They said they wanted to leave. You forced them to stay. You killed 5 million of them. Since then till now, you have possibly killed over 1 million of them again. Despite the ceasefire, despite the no winner, no vanquish nonsense, the fraudulent country they put together, would they now say, let everybody just be on their own to start with? Of course not. Restructuring is against the northern Nigeria, they've told us. Restructuring, no. Resource control is against the northern Nigeria. Open grazing is against the northern Nigeria. Telling the Fulani terrorists, armed terrorists in our forest to vacate the forest is against the northern Nigeria. Establishing Amotekun to provide security for the local farmers, the communities and everywhere under attack currently, living in the fear of the next attack. They said creating Amotekun is against the northern Nigeria. Come on, man. And Obasanjo says, those who are asking to break up Nigeria will fail. Maybe those who are asking to break up Nigeria will fail, but would Obasanjo himself accept that it is his own failure as the first civilian president in this era, 21st century, that failed to leave a standard, to leave a legacy that will give a successful, experienced, passionate and patriotic successors. This is Obasanjo's legacy. Would you want to listen to such man whenever he talks about Nigeria? Would you want to listen to him? Should you be listening to such man? I have just painted the picture of his experience. You know, when they talk about, you don't know that Obasanjo, well, the reason why Obasanjo is talking what he's saying, It's because he has the experience. No, 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 no. Every time you talk about breaking up of Nigeria, you are touching the nerve of those whose survivor is on Nigeria. And Obasanjo is one of them. And if you can say anything, you can do anything. You can keep people as you want, but just don't say break Nigeria. Because if you break it, then Obasanjo will become just somebody like you and me. I mean, for real. So he's not saying it because he loves Nigeria. In fact, from what we have gathered, many of them have completely lost hope. They have become you and me. In fact, they are worse than you and me. They are praying in secret, praying. May God just do something. Something should just happen and change things. Because they no longer have any, they don't even have a clue anymore. Obasanjo thought he would put in somebody that is substandard to succeed him, so that that person will continue to look forward to him. Look at what has happened since the time he left. That is his legacy. 22 years of democracy. Nigeria is still in darkness. 22 years of democracy. Cow is now the national conversation. That is his legacy. And the only thing he could say is to tell us that those who will break up Nigeria, they will fail because Nigeria will continue to exist. That's all right. Let's see how long Buhari's damnation, Buhari's destruction. Let's see how long and what will be left of that Liejiriya. By the time Buhari and the Abacha People's Congress get to 2023, Obasanjo will be about 86 years old. And mind you, some people said that is even a football age. Maybe the old man is close to 90. Whatever it is, you know what? I mean, you know one thing, right? You can never cheat the nature. These are the men who are talking to me and you, people younger than us, who are still going to be around for the next 30, 40, 50, 60 years. They are talking about that Liejiriya. What would that Liejiriya be when you get, I mean, when you probably had 60 years to your age with what they have done so far? They used the first 60 years, which I am now part of. And the failure of that era, we are the product of that failure. Obasanjo should use the rest of his life. Baba, you should use the rest of your life to at least do something for the Yoruba race. Something that will make people feel like, indeed, you actually existed. Without Nigeria, you don't exist to some of us as Yoruba people. And be honest, be sincere. Stop living in that fraudulent utopia. Obasanjo is better than the rest of them. Why wouldn't he be better? One-eyed man in a country of the blind. Is he not going to be king? And is better. How far is that your Liejiriya today? So he is not in any position. If he has anything to do at all now, he should use the rest of his life to reassure to reassure the generation that are going to be behind when he's long gone, that they can decide how they want their future to be and the country they want to live in, including if they choose to be out of Nigeria, because it won't be around for long. It can't even fight anymore. It doesn't have any influence to that much effect anymore, because you see this madman in charge and the jihadists around him, they don't give a damn about anybody. Obasanjo used to be somebody who will crawl around, fly about different countries to go and tell them about somebody, and then boom, international propaganda will pop up, and then boom, international pressure will pop up, and he will get his way back home. This time around, he is dealing with a deaf and dumb Buhari, who doesn't give a damn. He will kill you, put camera, record everything. They will tell them to kill you, and they will put together army, everybody. They will put panel. They will come down. They will say, no, they did not. Nobody died. So Obasanjo knows that his meaner is deadlier. Now they've joined the prayer gang, praying that maybe something should happen, that God should take control. Make Buhari just go, so that they can pretend to have influence again, something they will never have again. Those who have forced them to continue to talk about the division, about the breakup, are those who are going to continue to stand up to Buhari. The likes of Obasanjo, when they talk, they are actually speaking out or projecting their fear, their inner fear. because they know that if Kasala bursts today, they will be the greater losers. So who do you think, or where do you think their loyalty will belong? To join us, to ask for a better life, that we deserve better? Obasanjo and gang believe that this is what we deserved. And that is why they put together this kind of arrangement in the first place. A contraption, a non-negotiable contraption, where your human right is no longer guaranteed. I mean, in a democracy. That is the result of that. If somebody now says, those who are standing up to the criminal, jihadist Buhari, mounting local and international pressure on him and those of his agents, if you think those ones are going to fail like you failed, please tell Baba, please use the rest of your life, Obasanjo, use the rest of your life to at least leave a legacy that doesn't involve, I fought a war for Nigeria, I took a bullet for Nigeria, I accepted the surrender of the Biafrans. All those bullshit are those things you put up together to praise yourselves, you and your fellow murderers, those who killed innocent people, just to keep a contraption together, only to punish the rest of us, as we have now been born into that same contraption that Obasanjo says is non-negotiable. Come on, man. You can't mess up our future, mess up our life, mess up everything about the same contraption you put together, and then tell us that we have no say. Come on, that's like you are reaching. It's like reaching. We should tell them, if you respect them, they should respect themselves. As they say, respect is a reciprocal, whatever that even means. If I respect you, respect yourself. We are not dumb. We are not dumb. You see, our parents, you were able to manipulate them, okay? And it worked. You manipulated them, and you also used the same pressure you are using on us today, the force, the assault, the killing, making us disappear, lose our liberty, lock us up, and all those things you are doing. These are your legacy. The legacy of a brutal, rigged system called Nigeria. That was the same thing they did to our parents, but this is the difference, right? We are at this tech age, whereby all those things they were able to get away with, no record, and made them look like a local hero, local champions for the people they oppressed, and they are stealing from, looting from, and killing as well. The reason why they were able to get away with all these things was because information was limited. Yes, you may call this generation lousy, and big mouth and the rest of that. But this is the generation that has forced many of you who never thought that a day will come that the generation will be demanding to break up Nigeria because of injustice, inequality, and this ethnic cleansing in Nigeria. You never believed a day will come, but look at them. They are now talking about, no, we cannot break up. That's to tell you that the generation that you are dealing with may not start shooting guns now. They may not be able to, stage what their parents couldn't stage. But what the surprise will be this time around is actually what you have never witnessed. And you are witnessing it gradually. The generation will rise. They will demand for better. And in demanding for better, they will undo everything that many of you are so desperate to come clean on and say, well, we were wrong. In fact, when we were younger, we thought Nigeria was going to be a glorious country because you can't make Nigeria a glorious country when you are looting from it, when you are stealing from it. It doesn't work that way. Countries are not built like that. They said Rome was not built in a day. But we told them, listen, those who were building Rome, they were not looting Rome when they were building Rome. Yes, Rome was not built in a day. But those who built Rome, they didn't steal from Rome. They didn't loot the materials for building Rome. They didn't inflate the budget of building Rome. They dedicated time, energy, and sweat, blood to build Rome. And that is why they say, well, it wasn't built in a day. But they have been building Nigeria for the past how many years? As they are pretending to be building, they are looting it. As they are pretending to be building, they are looting. And look at the result. The poverty capital of the world. The most terrorized people in the whole of Africa. The second most terrorized people in the whole world. The second capital of terrorism in the whole world after Afghanistan. What is the essence of that? 60 years of building. I'm just saying this because that's how I feel. You can say I'm ranting, you can say I'm shouting, it doesn't really matter. It won't be the first time you will feel like that. But let us tell them their opinions this time around, especially when it affects what we want or what we don't want. They are fading away. And it is better for them to leave something behind, something their own personalities can still pretty much influence. Tell the younger generation that they deserve better and they can only get better if they fight for better. Stop telling them that something is non-negotiable and Nigeria cannot break up. If part of what the younger people are demanding for this generation, which we are going to, oh dear, we are going to energize to the point that it will get to a point whereby the guns that those rogues and thugs in uniforms are holding will no longer scare any of them away, because they will be they will outnumber the guns, they will outnumber the gunmen, and when that time comes, all these yabbis, all these advices from these guys will no longer matter. But let them enjoy it. Let them have the field day and see how far they will take. I'm going to take few calls. I decided I'm going to spend 1 hour. After that, I'm going to let people call in. You may have your own opinion on this. There are other things going on. Femi Oponu-Adesina also made the statement that those who are condemning or amplifying the attack on the Nigerian Defense Academy in Kaduna, where the bandits, as they call them, terrorists attacked the Nigeria Defense Academy and they kidnapped a major. They killed 2 other officers at the same place. And according to Femi Oponu-Adesina, he said the only people condemning the attack or trying to make it a big deal are the media and some ungrateful Liejirians. That's what Femi Oponu-Adesina said. 2 officers were killed, no arrest made, and no nothing. This afternoon, there was a report that they took helicopter looking for the body, or probably where they are keeping the major they kidnapped in Kaduna. And as they were patrolling that area around Kaduna, the same terrorists they call bandits, they started shooting at the helicopter. Boom, they flew away. They ran away. Nigeria ran away. That's the report from this afternoon. And that is what Femi Oponu-Adesina said. It is not really an issue. When they asked Garbage Shehu, Garbage Shehu said the attack was staged and it is politically motivated, that they staged the attack to embarrass Buhari. I mean, what kind of word is this? And those who brought that upon us are telling us that we have no choice of even having a chat around it. Come on, man. Come on. I don't know what's in there. If you don't think that's, no be juju be that. Obasanjo shouldn't be advising us how people should react to the Nigeria they have built for us. The future, I believe when Obasanjo was the president of Liejiriya, military head of state, I believe Obasanjo probably was telling himself that he was building a country. He was making a country that is going to be so great. When he in the 70s, before he handed over in 79, yeah. So that future that Obasanjo was thinking then, the future Obasanjo saw then, is this the future? Now that Obasanjo is 84 years, is this the future? The future whereby cow will be our national conversation, not technology, not education, not science, nothing about economy to improve, to create jobs and the rest of that. It is simply about cows, grazing route, rural grazing area, cattle colony. What is wrong? Their decision brought us here. Therefore, they have no right to tell us who is going to fail or not. They are already failure. People will not generate electricity. Nigeria is 60 years old, and Nigeria cannot generate 5,000 megawatts of electricity for 210 million people. A joke. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Your name and where you're calling from. You're live, by the way. Sorry, yeah. I just, tapped into that.
Yes, I know. I understand. Yes. Olaolu sọ̀rọ̀ láti England.
Olaolu, sir. Olaolu láti England. Yeah. You're live, sir.
Yeah. Maiyegun.
Sir.
Màá fi Yorùbá ṣàdúrà fún ẹ. Ọlọ́run ní bá tiẹ̀ jẹ́.
Àmín.
Ọlọ́run aláàánú yóò dẹ̀ máa ṣàánú fún ẹ.
Àmín.
Fún èsì tí o bá mi fún bàbá àgbàyà yìí Ọbásanjọ́. Okay? See, Obasanjo is the problem of Yoruba people and Nigeria entirely. Since when I finished my secondary school, I've already had a lot of information about Obasanjo, that man that was telling me about this Obasanjo, say all the story he was telling me about Obasanjo, I should be keeping it on my left hand. Okay? Because one day God could use me for Nigeria. That was in 1985.
Wow.
Okay? Now, let's take it one by one. This Obasanjo that is shaking like jelly, that will because the truth of the matter is this: Yoruba people always respect the elders, but when it comes to the national life, my life, how I'm going to live, before politics determine how I'm going to live, how I'm going to survive, there is no elder there. It's about our national life. So now this man now come and tell me, this man is 84, he's going to die in about 4 years or tomorrow. He's now coming to determine my own son, who is 10 years, 20 years, 15 years. I think it's very bad. And this
so
one
annoying, but they don't know. They don't know that coming up with all this rhetorics is so annoying. Old men.
It's shameful. It's shameful. So now, this Obasanjo, do you know, I want every Nigerian to remember this. Yes. I want every Nigerian to remember this. Who killed Abiola? Okay? If everybody wanted to remember, because every Nigerian always forgets, because there are a lot of things always happening in Nigeria, we forget very quickly. After they annulled the elections of before they annulled the elections of before the Abiola came into limelight in that election, before he became the candidate of SDP, it was Yaradua, you know, the Sheikh Yaradua, the senior, the second in command, who emerged as the presidential candidate of that political party that time. All right. Now, Babangida went to annul the candidacy of him.
Yeah, and cancelled the whole primaries then.
Oh yeah, he cancelled the primary. So when he cancelled the primary, then Yaradua was trying to threaten Nigeria. Babangida now come out and tell the whole world, say this man is trying to set Nigeria ablaze and so on and so on. From there, they went to bring Abiola in. For me not to prolong the matter, when they annulled the elections of Abiola, it was Obasanjo, this stupid Obasanjo Babagbaya. It was him that went to Zimbabwe to go and hold World Conference. Okay? And he told the whole world, that Abiola is not the Messiah that Nigeria needed. Okay? Now, he went there to nail the presidency of Abiola. That's right. If Obasanjo went to Zimbabwe that time and tell the whole world, say a Southerner or Yoruba man win the elections. Now they wanted to do this, they wanted to do that. Now it will be a different ball game.
That's right.
He finished with that. He finished with that one. And if anybody remember the memo that Abiola wrote in prison, he wrote and he said there are two people that put their leg on my presidency, that they annulled my election. It was Yaradua and Obasanjo. He said if two of them put their leg up tomorrow, I will become president tomorrow. Okay, he wrote the memo. Every Nigerian should remember. They should remember all this.
Thank you so much, sir.
And can I quickly add something? Please. Now, this bastard Obasanjo, when they killed Muritala, when Muritala was killed, the same this Awusa Fulani, they don't want it because it's the next in command. They don't want it to continue. It was Yaradua, Danjuma, and all of them that put together say, okay, it should continue. Now they have a confidence of blood that time. You know when this Yaradua, the one that died in prison, the one that died in prison, actually the one that died on the throne.
Oh, that is Umoru. Umoru was the one that died on the throne. I think Shehu Musa Yaradua is the senior.
Shehu Musa is the senior. Umaru is the second. That Umaru became president of Nigeria because of the blood, because of the confidence of blood that he had with his brother.
Sir, let me take another caller because of our time.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much for joining again tonight. Yes, sir. I'll take another call. Again, hello there. Yes, sir.
Good evening. Maiyegun, this is Prince.
Prince again.
You know, yes. Maiyegun, you see, I'll tell you this. Nigeria is still under the military rule. There are some group of people in this country called Nigeria that, I tell you, look at 1999 till date. The only people who have ruled that country successfully, or I won't say successfully, who has ruled that country for a very long time, are these guys in the military. And that's the reason why I keep challenging every Nigerian youth. I have a platform, and I'm a member of so many groups, that I keep telling people, you people cannot afford to do this. You know why? The more you guys turn your eyes away from seeing the truth, you're laying the foundation for your children's children up to the 10th generation to reap the benefit of some of the things you guys are causing now, which is suffer. They will suffer. I'm telling you. That country is still being ruled by these military men. The only military people that have ruled Nigeria since 1999 till now, Obasanjo, Buhari, Jonathan was there. How long did he stay? Umaru Yar'Adua was there. He died. So, majorly, people's eyes need to open. And the youth, and that's the reason why I like to listen to your program. And I share the program, I talk to people about it, and not just you, so many other programs like that. Because the more you educate the mind of the people, their eyes will open. Maiyegun, you're doing a good job. Honestly, you have no idea. You are really doing a good job, and I love what you're doing. You know, I have someone that is very close to me. He's always like, what are you always listening to on this Maiyegun? But this time, we watch the program together. It's all like
you just say you have a taste, and you get to know why I just enjoy listening to you. And then once they stay by, you'll be like, well, I never thought.
Yes.
Thank you, Baba.
You are a blessing, Maiyegun. Just keep it up, I wish you the very best, bro. You have no idea what you're doing, but you're touching lives.
Thank you very much for the support as well. Okay, you have a good one there, bro. All right, thank you so much.
All right, bro.
That's the Prince. There, I have another caller. Hello,
Maiyegun. Good evening.
Yes, brother. Sir. Good evening.
My name is Kule Afolayan.
K, where is K calling from? K, you and this, well, I won't say much anyway, but it's good to hear from you. How are you this evening? Or is it afternoon over there?
Yeah, it's evening. We have great things to do in life than to run in that country.
Oh dear. Because it's disappointing, I know. Okay, well, you meet the good one, the good part of the program tonight. You're my third caller. Go on.
Yes, bro. So, on this Obasanjo issue, I was in OAU from 1999 to 2005. I think I spent about 6 years for a 4-year course while Obasanjo was president. There was instant strike at that time that I was in OAU. At the time, I had my birthday twice in part 2. I was 22 and I think I was 23 in the same class. There was a time that we were on strike for like 11 straight months.
I remember.
You know, under this same Obasanjo. So what is this saying? What happened during Obasanjo's tenure? Buhari only amplified it. If Obasanjo did normal level, Buhari is doing pro level. Who destroyed OD? An entire town was brought down on the order of Obasanjo. Is it different from what we are seeing today on killing?
It's not.
You know, do you remember? Do you remember a Ikeja bomb blast that led to massive death at a Jigbo Canal? Do you remember how Obasanjo spoke to the families of bereaved then? He told them in clear language that he has better things to do if they don't want to listen to him. That they should, I mean, he's in a very, very harsh way.
Kunle,
not different.
let me ask you this question, right? Let me ask you this question. You just brought back that memory. Honestly speaking, saying it exactly what I had in my mind or in my head, just hit me differently, right? I was at Oshodi that day. I mean, it was a bad one, right? I knew I was at Oshodi that day when Obasanjo came. Okay, from that part where he was making that statement, and he said he wasn't meant to be here. That if he wasn't because he was at Ota, that if they are not going to listen to him, he will just continue his journey. Because, well, you know, I remember. Continue, Kunle.
Yeah. So how is it different from the way Buhari is approaching the situation in Nigeria today? If not that it is unfortunate that we have Nigerians have selected amnesia, whereby we forget what happened in the past. Someone like Obasanjo should be sharing a room with South African president in jail. That is where he belongs. This is a man that throughout his time as a president, the road to Ota farm, the entire Ota was like a civil war happened in that neighborhood. The bridge, the road, everywhere was in disarray. And just that is again, it's unfortunate that Nigeria is what it is today for someone like him at 84 to come back and tell us people. I mean, Nigeria is 200 million population, and they tell us that 65% of the population are below 30, and we still have 84-year-old man, 80-year-old man like Thiefnubu coming out to spread
to tell us about our future. I mean, imagine Thiefnubu standing before me and he's telling me that he cares about my future. Like, how can you care for my future and you brought me to this kind of reality today?
You know, people that all through their lives, like that man was asking me, you could not provide light from 1999 to 2007 as the president. Well, change here from it met it at 3,000 megawatts and probably
left it there.
And he are telling us rubbish that if you go to New African Shrine at Agidingi, you will see that punch of 2007 that Fela Kuti printed on a very big banner that had the headline news was how Obasanjo shared money for his third-term campaign. It is still there at New African Shrine today. We won't forget. All these attempts at changing history. It's not possible. Maiyegun, thank you, my brother. You are doing a good job.
Thank you.
You are the only. In fact, when I watch your program, it's like I'm in a bar. I always have my red wine with me. I sip and I watch like I'm watching football.
Okay.
Listening to the truth. Thank you, my brother.
God bless you. Thank you so much. When people said that I do crack people up, that's how I live my life. Life is not so hard. There's problem. And problem no they finish. Right? Hello, sir.
Yes, one name.
Osita.
Yes, this is Osita, my friend.
Oh dear. How are you, sir?
Good to hear your voice today.
It is good to hear from you too. Thank you.
It's always a blessing. People don't know how God has really put something in your mouth that when you talk, it becomes a blessing. It makes even the hopeless to think of being positive tomorrow, to have faith.
Oh.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, Osita. You are so kind with words, but now you have the floor.
Yes. I want to say something. In the issue of Obasanjo, believe me, he's inconsequential. That is where I want people to understand. I don't even want to listen to him because he's a failure. He is part of what we are going through. I don't even want us to. He wants to talk to make sure that he's relevant. He is not relevant because he's no longer in a position to advise or to proffer solution to what he has caused.
It's not.
There's no way. There is no way the devil will give a lasting solution to any problem that he orchestrated. Obasanjo is part of what we are saying. But the only thing that I want to bring to our notice here. Yesterday, one of the governors of the northern region, he called and said that, the president, the idiotic man, should evoke state of emergency in the northern part of Nigeria. And this is what I've been saying all the long. They will do that when the time comes. And when they do that, they will suspend the constitution of the country. And they will tell you that because of the state of emergency in the country, that they will continue to rule until further notice. I don't see this government going anywhere. Everybody are saying, Atiku, this and this, this and that. I don't see them going anywhere. Because after this time, even the so-called Atiku has not come out to say, I want to be president. These people are going nowhere. What happened in Afghanistan has fueled their ego. Nigeria is about the only country that when this nonsense happened in Afghanistan and they were jubilating in the northern part of Nigeria.
Even on social media.
People are on social media. These people are not joking, they are going nowhere. Look at what happened in the riverine, the so-called people that say they are South. The military helicopter spraying bullets on people. And people think these people are joking. I have told people, it is not our portion to die, but people will die because of this cause. That is, I want us to be prepared. Be rest assured. The Western world is not going to help us. Forget all this cry that we are talking about. They are not going to help us. We will be the ones to help ourselves. We will be the ones to help ourselves. When the civil war in Nigeria started, they thought within 1 week that the Nigerian army will run over the Biafran army. But it was when it was going beyond that, that was when the Western world started coming out. They called for help. So please, I want us to put our focus, not a distraction like Obasanjo. Let us put our focus on the cause that we have ahead. One man that is 80 or 90 years old will not come and tell someone who is born today in Nigeria how to live his life in the next 10 years. Please, I beg all of us, let us be focused. Let us not be distracted by it. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Let's not be distracted about anything inconsequential. Please. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Osita, for another one there again. It's actually a good thing to hear from you tonight again. You know, you have a good evening.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I have another caller, but I don't think that is connecting now. We should not be distracted, and that's the message. Do not be distracted by messages of people like this. They are only projecting their fear back to you and I, so that you will think, since they've said it, maybe they were right. They are not. They are projecting their inner fear on you, and you can only make it stay if you continue to validate them. Stay focused. Hello there.
Maiyegun, good evening, my brother.
Good evening, sir.
Well done, sir. Well done, sir. I'm happy to get you tonight.
I'm happy to.
It's like you spoke my mind. You spoke my mind tonight. This is the conversation I have with my friend this morning. Is in Nigeria. Wow. He's trying to defend Obasanjo for me. What I told him is, before we continue argument, just try to Google Odi massacre. Read Odi massacre and see what happened there. Put yourself in those people that have family there in Bayelsa. Everything was destroyed. I read it. I saw that this man is nothing to compare than evil. Obasanjo is the genesis of our problem in southern Nigeria. Nothing more. Some people will say, oh, Obasanjo gave us, it's not because of him, we don't have answers. I say, my God, Why are you people? Why are you talking like this? All these investors, they are working all around the country. It's not Obasanjo. What Obasanjo helped us to do is to kill Nitel. He destroyed Nitel. British will never be crazy and allow British telecommunication to die because of all this Laika or Lebara or whatever. British interest first. Railway disappear. Nigerian wire cable disappear. Nigerian airways disappear. I Google it. More than 820 manufacturing companies disappeared between 1999 to 2010, and we are complaining there is no job in Nigeria. Obasanjo is the genesis.
No doubt.
And people don't want to. He's online. He's online. So that man is nothing to compare than evil. I don't know why people are still listening to this man. You will hear Obasanjo talking, people will be clapping. I've never seen something horrible than that in my life. Clapping for Obasanjo. This is known evil. He bribe. He just deny. But that interview that you do, he deny. I know somebody that collects 50 million. Even me, I know that honorable
we were not too young that time.
Money.
We were not too young at all. I was not too young. In fact, I've been following politics then, since that same 1999. Now, Obasanjo will come out and he said he's denying the bribery to change the law. Ibrahim Mantu, the man that was sharing the money for him, he's dead now. Yeah. He came out to confess and said, yes, we share money. But some people shared more. So Atiku share more money. So they killed it.
Exactly. Obasanjo is just an old fool, to be honest to you. He's just, because he's nobody, if not because of military background. You are 100% right. Obasanjo will become who you are if Nigerian break today. Even worse than who are. Nobody will hear him. Trust me. Obasanjo will be nobody today, if not because of he's under those Fulani ganja weed. If not because of leadership background. That is why he wants that country to get up to now. He's just an evil man. Don't let me take much of your time, bro. If I continue, I will continue.
You did not tell us your name. But thank you.
My problem. Me and that man is well, God knows best.
We are all following. What we just want them to know is that gone are the days the way they cajoled our parents and made them just feel like, okay.
I really appreciate you, Maiyegun, tonight, because this is part of home cleansing, You have started. This is home cleansing. We need to clean up to let something clear to each other. We need to, because those people, the man need to be stoned to death, to be honest, to me. He just needs to be stoned.
I'm going to take another call then. Thank you so much for calling in tonight, okay? Yeah. I like the energy, by the way. You have a good one, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
I have another caller. Hello.
Hello. Good morning, Maiyegun General.
Good morning, Ekwagu, my brother.
How are you doing today?
I'm very well. How are you?
Yeah, I am doing good. Thank you.
Good one, man.
In Nigeria, we forget so quick. We don't remember what happened in the past. Whenever anybody rises up to say one or two things, we keep on clapping for the person as if the person isn't part of our problem. I don't know who is Obasanjo to educate us to tell me how Nigeria, my own future is going to be, or how my own children's future is going to be. These are the people that put us where we are right now. They know the truth. They know what is going on. They know what happened. But they don't want to talk about it. Imagine Ibrahim Babangida telling us that they have decided that Nigeria is going to be united. Mm-hmm. Who made that decision? Who agreed? Who has signed that document that Nigeria is going to remain one? These people have been lying. They've been telling themselves lies. What they're protecting is their interest, oil well they have in the various cities, and that's all. That's the only thing they're protecting. Mm-hmm. And I want to ask people a question. I don't know if anybody's going to answer me this question. This grazing route, is that grazing route meant for the indigenous people or for the Fulani? Why are these people keen on grazing route in my own state?
I can answer that without wasting your time. It is for the invading Fulanis, for peace to reign. That is why Buhari need 368 grazing routes to be manufactured from the blues across 25 states in Nigeria, most of them in southern Nigeria. I hope that answered the question. Ikwagu.
Okay, so I have to give up my state. I have to give up my state, my own land, for Fulanis from Mauritania, from Chad, from Niger, for peace to reign in my own land, for peace to reign.
Yeah.
People should wake up. It's not too late for you to wake up. Wake up, people. Stop believing in Nigeria. Because I listen to all these things, all these people, all these so-called leaders. After they thought, Nigeria is not going good, Nigeria is bad, Nigeria gets. But they will tell you that they believe in one Nigeria. What are you telling me? Imagine the Komodo that spoke last time. He said, I believe in Nigeria, I believe in Nigeria. Yes, you said Nigeria is not working. You told us what is going on the ground. Yes, you say you believe in Nigeria. What are you believing? What are you preaching me? What are you telling me? You believe in Nigeria, it's not working. It has never worked in your own administration. It's still not working. And you're telling me that you believe in Nigeria, Nigeria is your country. What kind of people are these? Are these people the people we'll be listening to? People should wake up. It's not too late to wake up because 2022 is here and it's going to happen. I'm going back to Nigeria and I'm not running to anywhere. In another Nigeria, I'm going back and I will stay there and I will fight to defend my own land. I'm not a coward. I cannot run. If I run, who will defend my mother? Who will defend my people? I should go and I get another passport and visa to run away. Run away from who? Run away from people from another country. No way. I am staying in Nigeria and I will fight to the last. Thank you, Maiyegun.
God bless you, Ikpeagu, my brother. Stay safe. Thank you so much for calling in tonight.
Thank you very much.
I'll take another call. Let's see. Hello there.
Hello, Baba.
Sir.
This is Bobo.
Oh, Bobo, you made it tonight as well again, sir.
I made it tonight.
It seems that every time you are interested, you always like a kind of get in. I've observed that.
Yeah. Iṣẹ́ ni bàbá. Iṣẹ́ ni kọ́lọ̀ ṣàánú wa ni.
Ẹ máa ní láti rí alàgbà lẹ́yìn ìsìn. Ṣẹ́gbọ́n, ẹ máa rí alàgbà lẹ́yìn ìsìn. Ẹ máa ní láti dúró lẹ́yìn ìsìn. You stay after service.
Okay.
You stay after service. But you're live anyway, Baba.
Yeah. What really happened? What I want to say is that what we should ask Obasanjo is that why are his children married and they are out of his house? If you say that we can't be together, as in we are one Nigeria is non-negotiable. We're supposed to ask him, his children who got married, they're supposed to be in the house. They're supposed to be with him in the same house. So this is Arab nonsense. Bit about the bush. They are just all protecting their own interest. Like you said, all where they have this whatever Obasanjo farm, all this they are just protecting their interest. They know that definitely. As time goes on, if the country should break up, most of their rigs, farmlands, and everything, they will lose everything. So that is why. That's why they would do anything to keep Nigeria as one. What I said yesterday. Tobati Dikbe and Shium cleaning. I'm telling you, we are going nowhere. All these people, they know the way to hold us together. It's not in our own interest, in their own interest. So the difference between Obasanjo and Yaradua presently, Buhari at the moment, is that one is a jihadist who incorporates jihad with his own ruling and Fulanization. That is just the difference between them.
It's like a dictatorship with a touch of jihad. You say a dictatorship or tyranny with a touch of jihad.
Absolutely. So his own spice here, he just spices it up with Islamization and Fulanization. So there is no difference in between them. Because if someone who has a conscience, who has a heart, can go and wipe out a whole community in Odi,
So what are we now saying? Huh? What are we saying? So I can go all these people they are Kenny. If we don't do the needful, I'm telling you, my brother, we are going nowhere. I want you to watching. They are still representing Nigeria. It should be a shame to them. That's why the video I saw that happened in Switzerland, I was so happy what the guy said, because I don't think that they think. And if you see all those people who represented Nigeria in the Olympic, they are the same dot in the tackle. I don't know why their people can't tell them. You cannot be representing a murderous government and those people who are doing injustice to you, and then you are still representing them. But I don't just know. Not until when we did do the needful, I'm telling you, we are going nowhere. We are heading nowhere. All this it's just we that. It's just we that we are in diaspora, that we are carrying this torch. We are leading the battle. The people at home, they just sat down. Most of them don't even know exactly what is going on in Nigeria.
But there are also those, those ones I fear most, Bobo, are those ones who actually live in denial, selective amnesia, when people deliberately pretended that they don't know. But meanwhile, they are actually part and parcel of the rot. You know what? Those ones, I fear those ones most. People,
yes, but even do people know their rights again? They don't even know. The other day, I watched, what's his name? Gandola.
Yeah.
He commissioned one kilometer road out of like 15 kilometers. Somebody was saying, "Oh, thank you, sir. God bless you, sir." I said, people, they are stupid. They don't even know their rights. For someone who commissioned just 1 kilometer, the road, your resources, the taxpayers' money, everything. You use your money. It's just like and you are, and then you are still saying, "God bless you, sir. Thank you, sir." It was so annoying.
Thank you,
Baba. we just need to conscientize more people. Though the way we are conscientizing them at the same time, they are not even getting it. Thank you. Good night.
Maybe not enough yet, but we won't stop. Okay, we'll continue. Thank you so much for that bombshell tonight. Yeah. Home cleaning. Until we do that, we are not going anywhere. That is unquote, Bobo. Hello there.
Yeah, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm so happy to get you today. May God bless you.
I am happy to hear from you too. Amen.
Yeah, man. I hope God continue to strengthen you and empower you.
Amen.
But I think this issue of Nigeria, it has started since when 1960, when we got the independence.
That's true.
Go on. It was one of them that failed too. And ever since these military guys have been coming to power, they were coming to do the similar thing, to destroy the country more and more. It's like they don't have no vision of Nigeria. They just want to see what they can get. But at this point, I'm only going to urge our people to stand up, those among us that have the power to help us.
I'm with you. Please continue, sir.
To help us fight this battle, because not all of us can fight. Most of us are not military people. Because these people, we need to fight them. We need to fight a war. To liberate Yoruba from this Nigeria, to help us out. We need people to stand up for our cause, because most nations in the world, some people stand up for them.
Right.
Some people fight for them. We need people to fight, because at this point, there is nothing good about Nigeria, and nothing good is going to come out of Nigeria. if anybody think that something good is still going to come out of Nigeria, they are liars.
Or maybe they are chancers.
People
who want to take advantage of us.
So I'm just urging anybody who can fight for Yoruba to come and stand up for us, and don't wait until these people come and fight us in our home. We just need to go to war. This is what the country deserves at this point. We need to stand up against these people. We can't wait any further. We don't want to be on defensive. We want to be offensive. So I want to put them under defense to defend themselves. So this is my only advice for my people.
Thank you so much, sir. They say attack is the best defense. That's what they say out there, and I agree with you. But you didn't tell me your name.
My name is Lateef Iginla.
Lateef, Abdul Lateef Iginla. Wow. I won't forget that. Thank you so much for calling in tonight, okay? I'll take just about 2 more calls before we go back. The next one.
I will see you someday, by the grace of God.
I will see you someday too, and it will be a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank
you,
sir. Bye-bye.
That's a lovely brethren from the US. Abdul Lateef Iginla. Hello, can you hear me, by the way?
I can hear you.
Oh, great. I can hear you too. Your name?
Papa.
Yes, sir.
Me, I'm going to speak in Pidgin.
Please.
So, Yibo, Yoruba, going to hear what I'm trying to say.
Please. Your name first.
And I'm for you. Okay, you're going to hear my name.
Okay.
You need to give me time. More than 7 months. I'm mad at you. You need to give me time. I'm mad at you because I've been trying this even when I'm on my second job. I'm still calling on my first job in the morning program.
Sorry.
I called. I can't even go in. I've been your pop for a long time, brother.
Thank you. Now you have the time.
This is the first thing I want to say. Give me the time because I have to bring a point out.
Please,
okay?
Take your time.
Like I said, I'm going to go in Pidgin. So my brother in Biafra and Yoruba, Maiyegun General,
Amen.
No weapon will form against you shall prosper.
Amen.
You, your son, your wife, and your entire family.
Amen.
Maiyegun, I'm telling you,
Please.
Àkàndá ṣé mo pé Yorùbá bá pé àkàndá èèyàn mo mọ bí mo lè sọ lóyìnbó.
Sometimes they call Àkàndá the special being or genius or what have you, anything.
Exactly. Tọ́wọ́ sọ pé àkàndá like àkàndá lórí pé lóríṣiríṣi. But ibi tí ẹ ti ń rí ọpọlọ yẹn kò yé mi, Maiyegun, and that is to show to you that it's God. Number one, think of this. You're not the only one speak for the Oduduwa or the Biafra. It's thousands of you guys doing this program.
That's right.
That's number one. Two, I've been with Koiki. He's doing a great job. Yes. Everybody is doing a great job, and I'm learning from everyone.
Great.
But Maiyegun, you are Akoda. I will take a look like where this guy gets this information from, this wisdom. Where did he get it from? That's the first question. Only because sometimes when you talk, it looks strange to me. Like, is this a human being? And that shows to you that God is behind you. God never leave you. And God give you all this, and you need to appreciate it every single day. Maiyegun, that's of that. No, now back to Nigeria. Okay.
Exactly.
Now, I'm going to talk about Mazi Kanu and Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igboho. And one thing I love you so much for is this. Do you know that your program you're doing make these two people like bring unite to us?
That's right.
I'm telling you, your program start bringing unite to Igbo and Yoruba. I'm telling you, because sometimes we see ourselves as an enemy. People start putting like a crazy words, I'm trying to say, like, oh, don't go with Igbo oh, the Igbo don't want to go with Yoruba because they betray us one time ago. No. Maiyegun, your program has make it clear to people, and you have bring people unite. Please give me a time. I'm sorry to everyone on this program.
I'm not going to rush you. You have your time. Please go on. I'm enjoying you.
Thank you, Maiyegun.
Please.
Thank you, Maiyegun. So your program, okay, brings unite to Yoruba and to Igbo. Now you can see the way we're happy to each other. I see the way the Igbo call on your program, the Yoruba call your program, and everybody, they understand each other. Even sometimes when the Yoruba try to say in a word like they want to bring it annoyed, no, don't do that. We want together. When Igbo want to say this, okay, you can speak in your language for it to not follow you. And then the Igbo will tell you, okay, can you translate that for the Yoruba people to hear? The Yoruba will tell you, Maiyegun, please, can you translate for the Igbo people to understand? Because we, the two people that we're suffering for this country, okay, that's on that. Thank you so much, Maiyegun. That's the prayer I'm going to do. What form family that prosper? On that, now back to my Nigerian.
Again.
Okay,
that's right.
It's just a pity. It's just a pity we find ourselves here. It's a pity, my brother. To be honest, it's a pity. You know why I'm saying this is because Yoruba always say in their adage, in proverb that Kakakomo Lorun Jisi Koto Mono Ashishe Roshe. I want you to translate that in English for the Igbo.
Instead of the son of a good man to fall into a pit and the dark, there will always be this shine or this flash of light that will show that that's a pit.
Okay,
that's right.
Now all I'm calling is Tunji from America calling you, so you can know whenever I call in. Tunji Tunji from America calling.
What if I call you now, TJ? Because that will make me remember very well.
Call me. Yeah, you can call me TJ.
Is that all right?
Call me TJ. Yeah, TJ will be fine. That's perfect.
TJ, I won't forget this moment. I won't.
Okay, so now I'm gonna say this. You about to say that's right. Maiyegun, write this down today. And mark today's date down.
Yeah.
This time I'm calling. Mazi Kanu is not going to die.
Amen. It won't.
Sunday Igboho is not going to die.
Amen.
Okay. In the Bible, I will say it in Yoruba before English. Also, we say more Amani, glory Mordecai, Olorun so that son. All the plans that Aman have planned for Mordecai to be died, to be killed, then the trap Aman has set for Mordecai, the same Aman has to die on it. I don't know.
Felix, don't trap. God bless you.
The trap that has been set for Mazi Kanu and Chief Sunday Igboho, go and cut it down today. It's going to be shock. And you're going to call my number back, Maiyegun.
God bless you.
Trust me. Even this trap is not going to be for the only Fulani alone. I will tell you, it might be maybe 30% of Fulani, but I will tell you 70% of Yoruba people that have been betraying the Yoruba and the Igbo that have been betraying Mazi Kanu and the Biafra. They're going to back into the DP. I want to write it down to me. Okay. Now, take a look to this. It's just a pity like our people don't really think deeply. Okay. And then I would say maybe the poverty, the sufferness people have gone through in that country have changed or have washed brain people. You know what I mean? Like this is the politician. When I say politician, I mean the top people at the top. They have really, really oppressed people, and people don't really know the truth anymore. Okay, I watched a program long time ago. When you see the former governor Ibikunle Amosu, okay, the former governor of Ogun State, okay, was in a video call with was their crazy man called? I'm sorry to say. On a they were, I mean, not video call, on an audio call, and this finally lead out. And this man, I forget this man's name. You know him.
Shetima. No, are you talking about that audio? Amosu and Shetima, they were talking.
I don't know.
Is that one?
You know, you need to do a topic. I mean, the program about this. The man was telling Ibukule Amosu that no, Yibo, the Yibo people have been in their own time, like they have used their time. And the man was saying, like, we're waiting for our time to come so we can show them what to do. And this is their time. This has been planned for a long time, Maiyegun.
That's true.
What they're doing now has been planned for a long time. If you listen to what their conversation for both of them, if people was saying that Alaji take it easy, it's not. He said no. If Kunle don't say that, Kunle don't say that. It's not like that.
There is a time I actually did a program on this on Maiyegun's Diary Politico, and we shared the audio. Maybe I should bring it back someday. I agree with you.
Please, you need to. Because I sat down and I think about this. Like, these people have been waiting for the power to come to their hand. It shows now that Buhari, that crazy man, has already known this. They know this before even they bring Buhari back to power. It's just a foolishness of Thiefnubu and other what's it called, that back up Buhari to come to the power. Okay, it's just a pity. I wish they can see that. People before they have the meeting that okay, we're gonna bring Buhari out. They already know the plan. I'm telling you, they already know the plan that okay, we're gonna bring Buhari. What Buhari is doing to Nigeria now, forget about it. They know about it long time ago. They know about it. And if Nigerians, Biafra, and the Yoruba, especially these fucking Yorubas, if they don't be careful, what happened to the academy, to what's it called, to the
Defense Academy, NDA.
Don't be surprised, Buhari. I mean, Maiyegun, don't be surprised that is coming to Yoruba land.
TJ,
I bet you.
Thank you so much. Right. I hope I will be lucky to hear from you again the next time. And this, we'll be able to do this again. Let me take one last call before I go tonight.
All right.
It's been a pleasure.
I'm so happy. Thank you, my brother.
It's been a pleasure. And you too,
you will never regret of doing this.
Amen. God bless you. Stay safe.
All your desires. I love you all.
Amen. Take care, man. Bye-bye. Have a good one.
Sunday, Mazikanu. Ọlọ́run tó yọ àwọn ọmọ Israẹli létí òkùnkùn ayọ̀ wọn jáde lórúkọ Jésù. Love you, man.
Thank you, Baba. You have a very good one and stay safe, okay? Sorry, guys. I know sometimes this moment you can't take it away from people, especially if they have been trying for so long. So I apologize, and I enjoyed it, by the way. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Your name, sir?
Oh, good evening, Maiyegun.
Good evening.
This is Bukola.
It's
London.
Okay, now I'm going to let you say that again, right? Bukola from
London.
From London. Thank you so much, ma, for joining us again tonight. You are my last caller.
Thank you. I know. I was timing it.
I'm glad you made it.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Really enjoy this. Really enjoy your analysis tonight. Where every night is a perfect night.
Well, thank you.
It's amazing. The caller earlier said he didn't know how you do it. I think everybody is in awe of you and the knowledge, the intellectual, analysis that you give and everything. It's amazing.
Thank you.
We're so blessed to have you.
Oh,
thank you so much. I know you do a lot of research, you do a lot of reading, but for you to have all of that with no script, no nothing, you're amazing. You're so blessed. And we're blessed to have you. So thank you so much for everything that you do.
Thank you.
And I pray to God that the Yoruba land that we're all praying for, and the Igbo land and the Middle Belters land that we're all praying for and rooting for, that one day our dreams will come true.
Amen.
And very, very soon.
Amen.
Because I know that the Lord that we all serve, is behind us. And with the education you're giving our people, especially the young ones, they don't really understand. It's not their fault. History has been banned from Nigeria.
That's right.
So obviously they don't know all of this. So, and also with the media not being able to report things the way it is, it's difficult for people to kind of catch the essence of the problem in Nigeria. But things are changing. The wind is changing. And we pray that that this wind will come to fruition, using all of you, not just you, so many of you doing a great job. So we salute you. Thank you so much. God bless you and your family, and may God keep shining his face upon you and your family. And take care, and thank you so much.
God will bless you, ma. You have this way with words. Somehow it always, whenever you pop up like that, from the first time you called onto this program, right? You have ways with words, like mothers, I can talk to you, just calm down and all of that. And you are so reassuring. I mean, those words were great. I don't want to cry on camera, but they are touching. Thank you. Thank you, ma.
Bless you.
God bless you too. Thank you. And you stay safe, ma. Yeah.
Bye for now.
You have a good evening. Yes, have a good night.
And you too.
Thank you, ma.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, everyone, for your time with me tonight. I'm going to draw the curtains. I'm working tomorrow. You get what I mean now? And I have to, manage the time, give some to those who pay me, give some to those who love me, and we just share the time in between. And at the end of the day, at least as long as we have time for ourselves. So thank you so much to every one of you who tuned in tonight and who shared this broadcast, who invited people, who called in, commented, and those who are the silent, watchers. To every one of you who participated tonight, thank you. I'm going to have another time that I'm going to be back. I'm off on Sunday. I'm working tomorrow, but trust me, I work today. Imagine 11 hours in this room. And here I am adding another 2 hours, making it 13 hours. I'm going to go have about 5 hours sleep now. And I'm going to be up again in the morning, getting ready for another 11 hours in this room. But however, there's no minute of it I spend with you that never really make me feel like I'm doing the right thing. Yes, I might be doing it in a way that it really works with so many people, suiting and comfortable. Sometimes it's very tough, hard, but people love it. And I love you too. So I'm going to see you some other time. And that will be maybe tomorrow. But before I go, listen to this. We are no longer too young. There are people who have somehow felt, they feel like they have passed their prime. They can no longer fight like some of us. Some of us are scared of the fact that we have limited time to actually use our energy, the young energy and all of that, to really encourage the coming generation that we can have enough number of people who are educated enough to understand what they have taken away from many of us that we found out so late, and finding out how much we have been so shortchanged and deceived for so long. It is so insulting. It is so demeaning and so disappointing that some of us can't just keep short. Some people knows all this I talk about, but they tend to just feel like, Maiyegun, you can only do what you can do. You can't really change it. Some of us believe that the generation coming after us must not be as docile, as passive as many of us. And those before us are also pretty much praying for us to say, yours are even better. When we were your age, we didn't have access to all this information that all of you are having access to today. Even if we could have access to them, we couldn't really pass them along as massively as some of you can do today. And we who have this opportunity should make it easier for those coming after us. We can't let our children fight this fight. The plot of those who put together Nigeria is not a plot to care for me. It's not a plot to care for you. They didn't care for our parents. They didn't care for those ones' parents. 60 years of our existence, man. Come on. We should never listen to the people who put us in this mess, telling us how the future will be. Okay? They are not in that position. Do not entertain them, and do not give in to those emotional blackmail that will make you feel, hey, but Obasanjo is... Don't fall for that. The moment you begin to have preferences among these criminals, that's the moment you have already lost focus. So stay focused. Don't lose focus, okay? Let them speak. If they want to talk about national nonsense, let them talk about their national nonsense. But if they turn around to give us the backing of those who have become the product of their failure, if they succeeded, there will not be Sunday Igboho If they had done the right thing, there will not be Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. People will be living their normal life. There's there's no injustice. There's no impunity. There is no all this manner of killings and the rest of that. There will be no reason for all of this. I mean, not like this. But it is their failure that brought us here. You should never listen to them. I don't listen to them. I love reading what they say because it gives me a little bit of insight into their frame mind, and then you begin to question their mindset, and you realize that some of these people that you think they were intelligent because they were this past that, they are worse than Korofo, but because Nigeria made them, then they can always sound so intelligent. We would not let them use that same brush they used to blindfold us, me inclusive, until we saw the light. We will not let them pass that over. It's not going to be easy. Nobody's going to tell you. Nobody tells you it's going to be easy. But I can assure you, all of this is going to be worth it at the end of the day. So thank you so much for your time. I'm going to see you some other time. Stay safe. And remember, give me that thumb up under that video on YouTube before you go. It is called Engagement. And for my friend, well, not my so friendly friend who gave me the thumb down, thank you. It is still called Engagement. You, liking the video, sharing it is going to make it easier for so many other people to see the video. If you love the message, why shouldn't others? I mean, come on. I'll see you some other time. And
they can't get the power, but now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun General. Ani esunraki Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀súnraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀súnraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀súnraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀súnraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀súnraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀súnraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀súnraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀súnraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀súnraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀súnraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Òkúra olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀súnraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀súnraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀súnraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀súnraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀súnraki. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀súnraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀súnraki. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀súnraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀súnraki. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì fi máa ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí.